Welcome back to Slightly More Milk, the audio equivalent of a one-night stand.
Yes! Woo! Put that to print.
That's the cover of my new book. The visual equivalent of a one-night stand.
Like, we're good enough to sleep with, but you don't want to date us.
But you don't really want... Yeah, I mean, it's too much commitment at that point.
You're like, oh, this guy seems pretty cool, and then we start talking, like, oh, he's sad.
Make sure, like, take the time right now to go make sure that you're not subscribed, that you just, like, tune in weekly from time to time whenever you kind of get that feeling.
Actually, don't do that. That'd drive me
don't
furious.
do that. We need you around.
Like, we're like that late-night text, like, when you're feeling lonely, but there's nothing.
Hey, you still up?
Yeah, exactly.
Notification bar be like, you still up because someone watched your video. I mean, it sounds trivial to say, but we almost got 20 subscribers now.
Dude, I can't wait for that.
Thanks.
When we hit 100, if we ever hit 100, I'll be so happy. Like, I could die.
I could
die now, it'd be great.
You
but,
know,
like, 100 now.
yeah, dying now would be okay. I was looking at, like, some, YouTubers' channels that I was watching, and I saw their subscriber count, and I was like, I almost got 20. What do these guys got?
Lose it.
Only 475,000? That's really not even that much.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, right. Oof.
It's like,
isn't that funny, though? Like, I think that. I'm like, wow. If I get 100, that'd be amazing. Then I'll see, dude, like, he's only got 100K subscribed. I'm not watching him. That's not good.
I don't know if I told you guys, but so I do all the editing for this show. And I'm sorry.
Don't believe him.
I do like 90% of the editing for the show. And because I do all of it, I watch other YouTubers' content, and I realize I'm starting to like pick up on where they like edit shit out like discreetly, like to an untrained ear or whatever. If I may be so pretentious,
it's true. No.
It is kind of true. Like if you don't do that sort of thing, you wouldn't pick up on it. But like recently, I was watching a video today. I was like, oh, that fade out and cut back in. Like I know that. Like I know how, because. Oh, trust me, we say some Geneva Convention level shit on the show. I figured it out.
Yeah, I think it was, 3 episodes ago now?
Yesterday, I was listening to it, I'm like, oh, you took out the handicap joke. That was funny.
I'll probably take that out, too.
That was funny.
It was funny in its own right. Definitely.
You have to understand Tyler humor. Like, people that don't understand, it's like, this guy's just an asshole.
But that's what we hope to do. We hope to develop a relationship with the listener.
Yeah, like, I hope in the future I can just say everything I want, and people are like, oh, it's just Tyler, you know? Not like, this guy's a piece of shit.
There are a lot of people who hope for that.
Yeah.
I hope I can say anything I want. That's this whole generation.
Oh, he's the president now, so he literally says whatever he wants. No, don't say it like that, but like, I was watching this video, because
the Oprah Winfrey show, ooh!
Out of this whole group, I'm like, I get these guys' humor, and like, their humor is like, but I'll have like their humor, but then I'll have the most normalized shit ever that I enjoy too.
Yes,
I was watching Mark Hamill say Trump tweets with the Joker voice, and I thought it was the best thing
that
ever.
Sounds actually like a really fun time.
That sounds like a pretty good bit of comedy.
Yeah, that sounds like a really fun time, actually.
It wasn't that bad. It was kind of funny.
What was you said to me last week? Oh, no, that's funny.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
I'm going to write it down and put it right on the fridge for everyone to see, Derek. That's awesome.
I can imagine you, like, pulling out your phone and be like, no, that's really funny.
No, like, yes, you're my favorite friend, really.
Yeah, no, that's really good. Just not paying attention at all.
The one text, ha. Just ha.
Ha. Okay, my dad and my older brother are the only two people... and Dom, who was on the show previously, if you guys remember.
Dr. Professor Nurse
Dom. Are the only people I know that use the unironic K in text. So...
Guys are crazy.
No, unironic is the wrong word for it. The unaggressive K. Because to me, whenever somebody texts me the letter K, I'm sure everyone's first assumption is... I did something wrong or I pissed them off or they're mad about something. My older brother and my dad and Dom all just say K, like, habitually. Like, I'm going to the store, K. Like, they're not mad. They just, like, say it like that. So, like, for the first, like, dozen or so times collectively that they did, I'm like, what? What the fuck did I do? And they're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you must have got super defensive with your dad sometimes.
I did.
You probably got arguments with your dad. He's probably like, what the fuck is he talking about? I said, okay.
Because I said one that was, like, on my way home from work, and he's like, K. I'm like, good, now I gotta go home from work.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yell at my dad or something, and he's like...
Damn it, he looked on my computer.
Guaranteed first thing you're worried about. I did forget to erase my search history on that day. No, so I walked in and he's like, hey man, how was work? I was like, fine, what do you want? And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dick? You wake up on the wrong side of the fucking bed.
You feel like the asshole.
Yeah, I did.
You go, it's K. Like, it was K.
Yeah, maybe my day was K.
And he's like, okay, that's fine.
Doesn't pick up on it.
Yeah. All right, man.
You just stop in your room. You're like, what the fuck's wrong with my family? This house is a circus.
It totally did take me off guard a couple times. I don't know anybody else who does it.
Well, no, I feel like I'm worse because I feel like the people that first start talking to me hate me because I just seem like an asshole. Because they would say me like, they send me this nice text and I'd look at it and then not reply because I'd forget. People think I'm a piece of shit and they're like, you guys just get it. Like, if
I send you these songs all the time. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm really feeling this song right now. Let me know what you think. I'm like, in that moment, I need a response.
Yeah.
And you can't provide that.
No,
because you're too busy doing something else, and it's just how it is.
Even sometimes I'm not that busy, but I'm like, yeah, I'll totally get to it, and then I completely fucking forget about it, and I'll it'll be on my screen, and I'll slide it to the right to get rid of it, because I'm like, I don't want that on my screen.
What the fuck is the point of a notification that you signed up for?
I like my screen empty. My God. So then I'll just never. But then I'll go and like, oh, that'd be so funny if I sent this dick. I'm like, oh, I gotta reply to this real quick. A day later, and you're like, dude, I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's the worst because I'll text them about like D&D. I'd be like, all right, so what's gonna happen? Like, what are we going to do? Silence for like 30, maybe
Radio
to an hour.
silence.
Yeah.
And I'm like, D&D's starting in like 2 hours. I need to know.
To step me up.
Come now. Okay.
All right, that's fine. It's just
I'm so bad with replying to people. It's terrible.
we know, bud.
It's actually pretty bad. But I am actually okay. I want to bring it to video games like I do all the time. Even though I make fun of you guys for it. Really? Okay. There's so many good AAA games coming out soon. I am excited for it.
So did Gamescom happen recently?
Yes,
yeah, remember Gamescom happened like 2 weeks.
I watched
3 weeks
the
ago.
trailer for the Cthulhu game, and that was it.
Which one?
Call
of Cthulhu?
The Sinking City one?
Yeah, the Call of Cthulhu one, the RPG.
The detective one.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
That's the only trailer I watched for, so I'm kind of in the dark, so you're filling me in here.
Well, no, Daren talk about it way more than I could, but
Perfect.
I just what I do is when I'm bored, I'll look at my 500 games I have on my Xbox, and I'm like, I don't want to play one of these.
Yeah, I think we discussed this.
So I'll slide over to the store and see what games are coming out and what new games come out, and then I'll just scroll through it for like an hour and then not buy anything.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that looks totally fun. Next.
I'm like, well, it's 8 o'clock, time for bed.
Like half the time it's just me looking for games to buy, and I never actually buy them because I'm like, I want to buy this game, play it once, and be great for the night, but I'm never going to touch it again.
Classic.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's how I am right now with motherfucking Fidel Dungeon, the game suggested a while ago. I haven't picked it up since because I'm stuck. Because it's really, really hard. It's super fucking hard.
It's never stopped you in the game before, has it?
No, it hasn't, but I just picked up Dota. I picked up Monster Hunter recently. I love that game.
How many times have you guys like bought a new game and like, wow, it finally done, like I play it, and like I'm gonna play Dota 2. And you switch over to the same game.
Very recently, I'm like playing Monster Hunter. I'm like this is a gift. Like this game is really good. What if I played the same game over and over again, Dota 2?
You know, I would love to get mad right now.
Yeah.
You know when like I got my PlayStation 4 and I had Persona, Nier, and all those.
Great.
I know. But I was playing those, and like I'd keep getting messages on because I like sit in my computer chair, so my computer's right here to my left, and I'm playing, and I hear ba-ding, ba-ding, or the Steam messages. Hey, you want to play Dota? Hey, Dota.
You're always online.
I'm like,
so
I know.
Me and Cody and Huggle are always trying to get a hold of you.
I know. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm playing. I need to get to a save point at the least.
I know how it is. I usually just text you and yell at you. I've been trying to get a Minecraft modded server up with Cody recently. There it is.
Well,
welcome to the staples of this podcast.
Yeah, right. I can't fucking do it.
Scott's dead, so it's never gonna happen.
I know. I texted him saying come back, but I can't fucking do it because none of the Java runtime will like accept at all. Nothing will work. I tried until like 1 a.m. last night.
That's one of the most streamlined games ever too. You think it'd be kind of easy?
Not for modded.
Not mods.
It's so much third party. Yeah. So Twitch bought Curse. And now all the mods run through Twitch, which you think would make it easier.
Why?
Because they bought it.
They
Twitch?
bought Curse.
Yeah.
It's a broadcasting
site.
No,
that's an app now.
They have their own launcher.
It's a little client.
Yeah. That's the word.
Really? A client?
Yeah.
Like Steam?
Yeah, kind of.
No.
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
To a point, yes.
So it uses all that, and you think it would make it easier, but it's not. I wanted to say something I told Tyler earlier, I think, but I want to tell you it's fucking hilarious. As I was watching a YouTube video, speaking of YouTube commentary, it was a Minecraft video, and I was watching, and I got just like really fucking high.
Going to this Daren.
And I was watching the video, and you know exactly what kind of video it is. It's people playing Minecraft with multiple like things in it, and one of the camera on the guy's perspective was like skewed to the left, and I'm like, dude, I am so fucked up right now. Like, holy shit, I'm seeing the whole screen sideways. Like, I swear to God, like this is fucking.
See,
no, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I was expecting you, since you were super high, be like trying to fix your computer, like turning your screen.
It was more like suppressing the urge to throw up, because it's super disorienting, like this vertigo situation.
Okay.
So I closed the laptop and I went on my phone and went to bed. And today, actually, watching the same it was a series, so I'm watching the same video, and I'm watching the video, and the guy's perspective is fucked up, and I'm like, oh no, I'm so oh, wait a minute, I scroll down to the comments, and everyone in the comments is like, why is the video crooked? I feel like I'm gonna vomit, like I'm freaking out. So I realized it wasn't me, but at the time I was like, because the HUD for Minecraft wasn't fucked up, but just the camera for the surrounding landscape
so the HUD, the health and the
was straight,
still at the bottom,
everything else was at a 25.
God.
And I thought it was just baked as a snake and was gonna vomit.
Like if everything was like turned,
that would be like that would be an issue.
It would be an issue, but
I didn't realize that at the time.
Yeah, but you could kind of like get your bearings. You're like, all right, so like that's how it's looking. For some reason, it's sideways. But
I think it's just some camera glitch in the game. So
maybe.
But that was my story. I want to hear about Gamescom though, if you paid attention to it.
Can I just interject really quick, because we're talking about weed right now? I went to Derek's house to watch IT, and I got so high off one hit of weed, and I was fucking destroyed.
It was fucking awesome.
I didn't understand what I was watching. I was watching it and I didn't understand what was going on. It was just
Wait,
things
what were you watching?
It was just
TI.
Sorry, not IT. TI.
I was like,
why is my brain like this?
I thought like this was like the other day, and I thought you went over to his house and you guys watched the IT crowd. I was like, all right, I guess.
If anybody hasn't watched it, watch the IT crowd.
Totally go watch that.
So short, so sweet. Go watch it.
But also,
yeah.
Do you ever, like, first off, it felt like it was zoomed in too much. It was making me uncomfortable because I was, like, so zoomed in.
Well, it was.
It was?
The TV ratio aspect was off, so it cut off the HUD.
No, not even that. I thought they were too, I thought the characters were too big, like, they were focused too much on it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so I was like, why is it so fucking close? But, like, have you ever gotten so high, the thing that you played and you know how it works, you don't know how it works anymore because you're so high?
Dota 2.
Really? Because you're like, I've been playing this game for 3,000 hours, I don't understand how anything works anymore.
Yeah,
so high.
To play like pretty low committal or extremely familiar heroes at that point, because like I don't want to bring everybody else down with my mid lion build.
So you just go completely to like fucking what's it called that you do it so much it's like second nature. It's
your
muscle memory.
So you just do muscle memory of Dota basically.
Just like honestly play Phoenix.
Yeah.
I want to on that day, and crack me up. So yeah, Tyler and I had a bowl and played TI. So Tyler takes a hit, and we were watching TI for a good 10 minutes in absolute silence.
Yeah. Were you just as high, or was
I was doing all right. But it was 10 minutes in absolute silence. At which point Tyler breaks the silence and says, "Yo, those crickets are so fucking loud."
I remember that. I couldn't. It was like,
it's not even about TI.
No, I couldn't concentrate because they're so fucking loud. I'm like,
yeah. Now it's just like watching the game like intently, and out of the corner of my ear, Tyler's like, "Those crickets are fucking loud."
I can't hear shit with these fucking crickets. Were they always here?
Yes, and they're always there. But no, I get that. That's how it works. But you're like, yeah, I can't concentrate at all, dude.
And then another 10 minutes. Then another 10 minutes of silence. Then I'm way too high.
Oh, I think I got sick.
Yeah, but I didn't get sick though.
You said I got sick, and you didn't. But I thought you meant before. You said I think I got sick recently, and I was like, "Oh man, what happened?" You're like, "No, I just like am really high."
Like I went into the bathroom because like I didn't want to like puke in his bedroom, you know. But I didn't puke.
Like Max.
Yeah, so I just sat there, and I just kind of I couldn't concentrate. Like I couldn't focus on one thing. I was kind of just like. And it was weird because I never smoked this kind of weed where it was like a body high. It wasn't like that. Like I didn't feel like my head was gonna explode. It just felt like.
You just felt like a balloon.
I started getting the sweats. Like I was just like starting sweating like violently.
This sounds like a very bad reaction.
Oh no, weed.
No, it happens.
Weed is either goes really well or really bad. There's nothing in between.
I thought my skin was on fire one time, unironically. Like that was the thought passed through my head definitely. So I was like sitting at the table and like sweating. I was like, it's fucking hot in here, and I had to take off my hoodie, and I was sweating, and I turned green.
Really?
Everyone was like, "Yo, dude, are you good?" I was like, "My skin's not on fire, right?" And they laughed at me like, "No, you just look really high." I was like, "I am."
Well, like, you don't understand. You don't understand that, because I was sitting there. I'm like, is my heart gonna explode? Like, am I actually? Like, is my heart gonna actually explode?
Yeah, it starts to beat.
So I don't get it. Like, I've been really drunk and I can handle myself. I have more control when I'm hammered than when I'm really high, and I don't understand that. You think it'd be the other way around?
Yeah, I mean, it is for me. Like,
I can't. Weed just gets to me like that, but it's probably because I never smoke weed.
That's
ever.
definitely it.
Probably.
We drink a lot more.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Cheers on the podcast. Yeah. Make a clink. Yes.
So loud.
So loud. Darren, tell us about Gamescom.
Okay, so you said that you watched the Call of Cthulhu one, right?
Yeah, that was it.
I think we told you that there's another Cthulhu game coming out.
Sinking City.
Called, The Sinking City. And it's a third-person shooter, and it looks bad.
Okay. That's
and
sad.
like, it looks pretty bad.
But like the trail,
like a Doom thing, like go around and hunt lesser monsters.
Nope, it's an open world detective game, which I don't know how that works.
A shooter?
Yeah. Open world detective. You don't.
Is it shooter?
It is a shooter.
It is a shooter.
Yeah, it's a shooter.
Okay.
You're talking about the Call of Cthulhu one. I think.
No, because there's a lot of detective aspects in the other game too, wasn't it?
There was, and I was gonna say like there are some points, and like the opening CG trailer is really good.
Amazing.
Like, it has a really good concept.
Nice.
But then it goes into gameplay, and you're like, oh, this doesn't look very good. And
it's like The Suffering.
No, I was gonna say
that's kind of the vibe I get, but I haven't seen it. So.
I was gonna say what it looks like. It looks like a knockoff version of The Last of Us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't look great
super
like
linear.
The Last of Us. It looked.
I mean, it's supposed to be linear.
Did you ever play The Last of Us?
No, I did watch somebody play it though. It was a really good game. It was a really good. Really?
No.
I feel like there was nothing to the gameplay at all.
But the gameplay just feels so good and smooth.
Yeah.
But I would way rather watch somebody play Let's see. I would rather watch somebody play The Last of Us than play it, but I would a lot rather play Monster Hunter and then watch somebody play it. You know, like that's like a story-driven game. Like that's all there is to it. The gameplay didn't look like particularly rewarding.
I would say like it feels really good to play. I love The Last of Us, and it feels really good to play.
That's probably true.
And it's kind of complicated, but it makes it so easy.
What I'm saying is not as important. The gameplay isn't as important.
Yeah, I would say I would agree with Derek at that point.
Which I don't get with you. You don't like WoW because it's too grindy.
Yes.
But you play the most grindiest fucking JRPGs in the world. Explain yourself.
Yeah.
No, I don't like fetch
Darren.
quests. I don't like quests that.
That's a valid point.
But you like
wait, let him finish.
Randomly generated battles.
Hold on. I don't like the idea so in WoW it's like you're the chosen one. You're going to go do this huge big battle thing and kill the dragon
in 10 years.
And you're like, "All right. Hey, you want to go like kill these 10 pigs like for 5 hours?"
Oh, hold
on.
Oh, sorry, go on.
And then after for 5 hours, then you get like a little bit of story. It's like, oh, Thrall told me to go do this. Like we got a little cutscene with Thrall, and we got to know some things. While in most RPGs that I play for JRPGs, they're just story based.
So much fucking talking.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, great, I'm gonna walk over here. Take maybe 5 steps and see what this fucking cat to say to me for an hour.
But what's the difference between talking and then going to collect shells, skins, hides, claws, like serum? It's Kyle. Kyle's here.
Like,
hey, Kyle.
Hold on. Actually, no. Me and Kyle are going to a J. Cole concert.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh.
Hold on. Is it important? What? Is it important?
You can come in. It's fine.
Yeah, come in.
Yeah, whatever.
Just be quick.
Join right in. What do you need? Just say it. Oh, I'll be back up later. Love you. That's my brother, by the way. You can leave that in, right?
Oh yeah.
It's just a funny video. God, leave.
It's just a funny. I thought you were saying. It's like setting up for because I was under the assumption you had already been to a J. Cole concert. Like, so me and Kyle had a J. Cole concert, right?
No way.
And I thought you were saying a joke, but me and Kyle are going to a J. Cole concert. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, by the way, that's sweet.
Why did I imply that? Why did I say that? There's no reason for me even to like.
Because he was there.
That's true. There was absolutely no transition. No. That was insane.
Okay,
that was actually pretty buck wild.
Yeah, that's my life. If you guys could be in my brain for a second, you'd hate it.
Yeah,
it's like everywhere.
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
But what was I thinking about? Oh, with JRPGs too, it's like you're this badass. You're fucking going into people's bodies or their heads and like you're fucking saving people. You're kicking ass. Yeah, you're kicking ass. But you can't say a word to females because you get scared. Like, fuck. I hate... What are you
talking about?
Dude, Japan high school student.
No, but, like, what are you going on about?
I don't like...
Yeah, but I'm wondering what the fuck you're...
I love...
Because you can romance all those female characters that you see.
I get it, but you don't say a fucking word. They just... Oh, Kunichi-chan!
Oh. First of all, that doesn't make any grammatical sense.
Dude, God damn it! You goddamn dweeb! I don't like.
You don't like the silent protagonist part. That's totally
not just that part too, because I like Legend of Zelda. He's
not a silent protagonist.
Yes, he is. Damn it!
Yes, he is.
And
all NES characters.
Oh, he's not silent. He was what?
Well, actually, he's really close to like emoting.
So, wow.
Like they should just give Link a voice.
But either way, though,
point after Breath of the Wild.
When I watch anime and stuff, I think
don't like it. I don't want it. No? I never want a voice on Link. Yeah, because even in the original games, he didn't talk through like text bubbles.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but I'm like saying with Breath of the Wild, like you can see him like emoting, and in like Skyward Sword.
But how did you feel when Cloud got a voice?
In Advent Children, I was okay with it.
I thought it was dumb.
I was okay.
I was like, should have stuck to the way it was. Wait,
I didn't
think what if Mario read you the fucking Declaration of Independence?
Mario talks all the fucking time.
Okay, he talks in like these weird like sepulchral like lobotomy victim methods.
Yo, he was in a fucking he was in court, alright? He has a lot of talking.
No, that was a TV show. Remember, kids?
No, I'm talking about Sunshine.
Drugs, you gotta say no.
I'm talking about Sunshine.
He wasn't. But he didn't say anything.
Nobody was in court. Yeah. Implied talking.
Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you for that.
Mario, what do you have to say for your crimes? Ha ha!
Mamma mia! Yoshi.
No, but like I
That's
love.
It for this episode of good video game jokes.
Yo, what if Mario and Luigi were stoners?
Dude, what if they smoked weed, dude?
They're druggies. They eat mushrooms.
Dude, it's like the mushroom is like a drug, like a hallucinogen, right?
This isn't funny.
Stuff doesn't write itself. You know?
We're not gonna finish your thought, are we?
No, we're not. But I think anime has like some of the best fucking ideas with like how they have like these level like power based systems, and they have like with the Bleach. Shut up. Bleach. They have like. What am I trying to say here?
I don't know. How is this involved with Persona?
They have so many good ideas, but the way they talk and their dialogue is fucking awful. Okay, that's it. Dialogue in Japanese games and stuff is terrible.
What?
It's awful.
Okay. Let's unpack that for a second.
Yeah, wait.
Let's unpack that. Let's first address the issue of what did you say? TV shows? Is that always like anime?
Yeah, you're talking about.
So let's talk about anime. Anime. The dialogue is bad if it is dubbed. Next question.
Usually, yes.
Next topic.
So video games. What's the problem then? Dubbed anime probably makes millions upon millions of dollars. Why can't they get a good dub on it?
No, it's just because of the translation and how it works.
The Japanese, I assume we're all talking about Japanese games like Monster Hunter and Persona and shit. The Japanese like system of language is intrinsically a lot different than the way the American one works.
Is it super specific like French?
Yeah, actually, kind of. They have a lot of phrases for specific feelings and extraneous events that happen, like an abstract feeling. They have words for that. English actually has a lot of that to the same extent.
We just throw fuck behind it to like really emphasize how we feel.
Right. It was Paula Poundstone when I went to see her recently. She said, "Any word you guys say up here immediately sounds like you just said the word fucking behind it." Like any utterance you say. But sidetrack over. So English actually has a lot of that too, where it's a phrase for a feeling or a thing that can't be like described in one word. We have a word for that, but Japanese has a lot more. So you'll find that a lot of the time it's just like, they're saying the same thing in they'd be saying the same thing in Japanese, but it would be different in English, and like that creates a lot of confusion and also the lip syncing doesn't help. It doesn't line up. Anime obviously. And then in a lot of new video games, it still doesn't line up because they make it in Japanese.
Yes, absolutely.
So I changed Monster Hunter to Japanese audio.
Yeah, I was going to say, in Persona, they don't even like move their mouths.
Do they just waka?
No, yeah.
Like, sometimes you see their... Yeah, it's just like, that's it. Because all the all the dialogue is mostly done through 2D like art of the character. So it'll pop up like a little profile of them, and they'll be like, this person's talking. So that's how it's done.
Oh, okay.
I think the dub of Persona 5 is really well done.
Well, yes, but I think, dialogue is in more as they take way too long to explain something that could be easily mentioned in something smaller.
And that's anime, right?
Like Westerns, they have shorter time. Like if you watch a Western TV show, they get to the point, and then in Eastern, it's like they over-explain everything all the time.
And that's a fundamental value of like how we view media there. It's because like anime, Dragon Ball Z syndrome. Oh. Gasp. It takes 300 episodes to reach the point, right?
It takes 300 episodes to throw one punch.
Exactly, same idea. And to that same extent, the way they build an episode is different, and the way they build that dialogue throughout the episode is different. So a lot of the times, the English dub doesn't translate. Like, how many times have you outwardly cringed inside yourself when you see like, you think that's the extent of my power? You mean the Chaos Emeralds? It's like, okay, we fucking get it. Yeah. Watching that in Japanese makes it A little bit more tolerable, and B, the subs keep it entertaining because they have more options for download.
And like with Westerns, my favorite thing to do in TV shows is trying to figure out the things that they try to tell you without actually telling you.
You should watch...
With anime, they fucking tell you
everything. No, they don't.
Oh, don't give me that.
Go watch Attack on Titan right now.
Okay. You watched the most recent episode, right?
Fuck.
I'm getting some like... have you guys seen...
Is it heavily Western inspired? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
Okay, but go on.
Have you guys seen what the fuck was that movie called? The newest movie with Anne Hathaway in it. Fucking the one about the evolutionary pit in the middle of the jungle, and they have to go in through the bubble and the shimmer. It was based on a book.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
It's not called Revolution. It's called Evolution.
No, it's that one.
It's not called Ecosystem.
I have no idea here. I don't even know.
I watched it recently. It was really good, but it was really trippy. And I'm saying Attack on Titan right now is just like, it feels just like the end of that movie. So there's a lot of like, and this is not spoilers.
Try to. Say
it's not spoilers, but it's a lot. It's a lot of like playing with God. And it's no longer like
kind of like even.
It's like Endgame, not really. It's like Endgame shit where it's like gets really abstract and really unsettling. It's really wild.
Wouldn't you say that's one of the core things of Westerns?
Yeah.
Almost?
Oh, that's the thing. It's all between people. There's no Titans involved.
In the third season. It's been
we've seen like 12 episodes without a Titan.
Yeah, I was gonna say 12 episodes. It's been the most tense, and
that sounds like Game of Thrones, where they have this
impending
doom that's coming, but they never actually show it.
It is, but a lot more ethereal.
I like that. Ethereal is like one of my favorite things to talk about.
It's freaky. It's super weird, and their expressions, the way they animate the characters, invokes a lot of like primal fear and shock as well because of the big eyes and the like. Shiny like face, the way they do it is kind of unsettling.
But like, how many animes are doing that right now?
Right? Not a lot, especially seasonal.
Well, this season of Attack on Titan has the biggest budget ever, and you can kind of
does not surprise me. And
I was gonna say,
yeah, go on,
because you can kind of tell that every character has a budget bar, basically, and some budget bars are way bigger than others because you see Mikasa and
Levi. We have Captain Levi, and they are fucking kick. That is exactly what I was gonna say. Holy shit!
Is Potato Girl still in there?
Yeah, Sasha's still there.
Sasha's good.
Sasha, best girl, is still there. Yes,
but dude.
Love Sasha.
How well animated have the combat sequences been?
Levi going through the city in like episode 3. I still think
I've just been sitting there like yeah, fuck yeah, and it's smooth like because they have the zip.
The 3D maneuver gear.
So he's like, thank you, 3D maneuver gear. So he's like weaving into combat and killing people with guns and try not to spoil any shit, but like he is totally like they animated him really well. Mikasa did the same thing recently.
Yeah,
that was pretty awesome.
They should make that fight scenes like Berserk kind of stuff. Where it's like 2 lines.
It's like as if a whole game were built in Mario Paint. Did I say game? I meant show.
Yeah.
But no, I was gonna say the Mikasa scene, the action scene of her last like
shut the fuck up, though.
The episode was ridiculous. Yeah. I was like, whoa.
It puts you on edge.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited for next episode.
I'm so like I jive so hard with Levi's nemesis.
Oh, Kenny!
I wasn't gonna say Kenny, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got a question. With anime, is it good at staying consistent? Because I was watching, I watch a lot of Western shows, obviously, like, you know, like I was watching The Path recently.
Cowboy Bebop.
The first season of The Path is really fucking good. Like, I was addicted to it. The very first episode of the second season, I couldn't get through it.
Can we talk about Westworld? But we're not going to because it's really complicated. But same thing.
First season, and then second season, garbage.
Just stop at first season. Just stop after the first.
Yeah, and the first season of Path, I'm like, just watch the first season. Everything else is stupid. First
season of Westworld. Shout out to everybody at 8 Mil who listens. I'm sure there are some people. Westworld was fucking awesome.
Well, didn't I try to get you into that in the beginning?
What?
Didn't I try? I was like,
you did. You tried to get me into it, and then I started watching it. Every single episode had me on the edge of my seat.
Every time.
The whole time. And then Westworld season 2. I'm watching. I'm like, yeah. Oh, that too. Oh, I kind of knew that was going to happen. Oh, yeah, I kind of picked up on that.
It just goes to show you how fucking well Breaking Bad was made and
to keep
done. Holy shit.
To keep you entertained.
I still think it's one of the best TV shows I've ever watched, but...
Was that
I know what you're going to say.
The Family Guy bit. You know that Family Guy bit?
Oh, my
God. Peter's watching TV. It's a really funny Family Guy bit. It's Peter's watching season. We now return to Big Bad.
No,
it's
the Wire.
Oh, The Wire. Oh, that.
Yeah. The Wire is a great show.
Exactly.
It's about The Wire. He's like, you will recommend The Wire to everyone.
Oh, yeah.
I will recommend The Wire to everyone I know. You will say that The Wire is maybe the greatest show you've ever seen, except maybe Breaking Bad.
It's true. That's what everyone says.
I know, right?
But I don't know.
Isn't that funny? The way that works.
Do you think the ending of a show, like how they end the show completely make or break the entire show completely in your head? Have you ever seen a terrible ending and been like, wow, what a waste of me watching this show? Like, even all the good moments, it kind of ruins it.
Sopranos,
that's the worst.
Dexter was one of the biggest ones.
I never actually watched Dexter. I heard really good.
Just stop after the third season. Really good.
That's what I was gonna say. I've heard a lot of people talk it up, and then the latest season came out.
And the best subreddit.
Konosuba.
How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your fucking mother.
Well, they never thought they'd make it that far. I don't blame them.
What do you mean they never? They were in the era of Friends and Open House.
Like the last, make it that the far. Last season, or the last season of Scrubs.
I don't want to talk about that.
That is also.
Didn't see it.
The last season of Scrubs, they finished it on a great... I thought the season ended before the last one was amazing with how they finished it. It was great. And then they said, we're going to wrap Scrubs up. And the last season made a fuck ton of money. You're making another season.
Oh, God.
Everyone, we finish it.
Nobody
make another season.
Everybody was already at peace.
All new characters, and they just had another season.
It's one reason why I really like Gravity Falls, because the creator and writer of that, Gravity Falls is a really good show. And
Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah, is it actually good? Because I've thought about watching it.
It's really good, actually. It's a really good animated show. And, it ends. It clearly ends. And Disney's like, oh, season 3 or 4, let's do it. And the creator goes, no.
Good.
No, we're not doing that.
Huh.
You have these characters, they're yours. The show is ended.
So it just left you cliffhanging?
No, it ends. It solidly ends.
Oh! I misunderstood what you said.
It solidly ends, and Disney's like, "All right, here we go." And
when's the next season coming out? And they're like,
"No, it's done."
Yeah, we have some bad news.
Well, have you guys ever
those characters are gonna show up somewhere else.
Yeah,
but
Uncle Grandpa cameos.
But Gravity Falls as a show, or at least to the creator's point, is finished, and it was a really good ride.
Have you guys?
Wait, Uncle Grandpa's Nick.
Do you guys ever explore subreddits and stuff and just see what's up? Have you guys ever explored the Arrow subreddit?
The Arrow? Yeah. Like the Green Arrow
the TV show, yeah.
God, I stopped after
people were obsessed with it, and then they did some awful, terrible, awful things.
They shut it down.
No, they just some of these characters that everyone hated. Let's make it all about that person. They made the Arrow subreddit into a Punisher subreddit. They just talked about the Punisher all the time, and they didn't bring up they just completely this is the worst show.
Wait,
they just go, I'll think about getting to the Arrow. You guys really like it? We did like it, but don't watch it.
Wait, sorry to sidetrack you. Who's the Punisher in that?
Oh, he's the guy from The Walking Dead.
No, you're thinking of the Netflix series, but the Punisher doesn't cross over with the Arrow.
Okay, I'm saying not it. The one in the Netflix series is not whatever the fuck.
It has nothing to do with the Arrow.
Big burly fucking
Sean, the guy who played Sean in The Walking
Dead. They made it so they had it, and they were watching it from episode 1, and they're just talking about it, and that was the subreddit was just about the Punisher.
So basically, the Arrow subreddit basically turned into the Punisher subreddit
because they didn't want to talk about it anymore.
You watched the Punisher?
I never watched it.
It's really good.
I didn't think it was good, but I
thought it was okay.
I think he was a great fit for the character. Great fit. And I thought it was really morbid, and I didn't watch it.
No, I mean, it's the Punisher. So.
But like at the time, notoriously close to home, so I didn't watch it. But like, I liked the
He plays the Punisher. He plays Frank Castles.
He plays fucking Frank Castle. It was really real. Yeah, it was raw. But I like the cool violent parts. Like that was crazy.
A really good show I've been watching is. Have you guys ever? Have you heard of Castle Rock?
I've heard of it.
It's on
Fraggle
Hulu.
Rock, yeah.
Fraggle Rock, dude. I love Fraggle Rock.
What's Fraggle Rock? That makes so many memories.
It's like the old puppet show. It's like a puppet show.
Okay. But Castle Rock is it's based in the Stephen King universe, and it's all about Shawshank Prison. No shit. It's really good.
That's
odd. Bill Skarsgård, is that his name? The guy that played It is in it, and he plays this weird.
That's
dude, and it's
really odd. That is not something that I would have expected to get expanded on.
And like they go for it too, because you guys ever seen the Shawshank Redemption?
Is it a good expansion on the prison?
Yes, it's amazing. They go into the warden and they go, "That's the bullet hole from when the second warden killed himself," and shit like that from Shawshank Redemption.
Family Guy episode of Shawshank Redemption.
No, but like that's because like. I like the idea of it, like expanding on universes a lot, but I also like if it's done like poorly, it's the worst, and you're like, don't
you
ever.
Mean like what Stephen King does to his own universes?
I thought, from what I know of Stephen King, like I know they all connect.
I know, but like the fucking giant turtle thing and all that, I think it's kind of dumb. The turtle is like the good god versus like Have you gone into that?
And what show is that from?
It's from Stephen King universe. It all starts from a giant turtle.
Oh,
because like have you read It?
Yeah.
You know when they smoke themselves.
Yeah.
They see the turtle and they see it coming from the giant meteor and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. Yeah.
I was like, I just want a creepy clown, dude. Like, why are you gonna do this to me? I just want to talk about the creepy clown. Why? I don't care if he falls from me. I don't care how he gets there. I want to see him eat kids.
He's a demon.
Yeah. Fucking go for it. But have you heard about that?
What?
The giant turtle that creates everything in Stephen King's universe?
Yeah.
And, like, I was reading It. I'm like, this is good. Like, I love this creepy clown.
I thought that was Terry Pratchett.
Excuse me?
The giant turtle? The world is a turtle with 4 elephants on its back?
No, I don't know about the elephants, maybe, but I know.
I think I'm thinking of something entirely different. That's Terry Pratchett's Discworld.
Yes,
that's what that is.
Yes, but Stephen King's kind of like that because I was reading It. I'm like, this is really good. Like, and then they do this trial where they smoke themselves. Like they get into this thing and they put a fire in it and the smoke, so they start hallucinating and they see it come from a giant meteor with like a turtle is there, and it's like I'm like. I just want to see creepy clown eat kids.
Yeah,
like, why are you gonna go into this shit?
I'm really not invested in this like satanic ritual shit. Mm-hmm. That's weird. I never read the book, so
Stephen King.
It's all.
I love
that book. It's like I read it because I wanted to, but like after it, I was like, oh, God, I'll never pick this up again.
I didn't enjoy reading it because it's like with Stephen King. There's one thing that I always bring it back to and talk about it is in one of the beginning chapters, there's an entire chapter, probably 30 pages of him just explaining he dated a girl that was just like his mother, who's super overbearing. Over and over explaining it and like I get it. Well, I get it. Stop talking about it, Stephen King. I get it. I fucking get it. He's dating someone like his mother. Stop talking about it.
He just shoehorns it down into the narrative and it ruins the entire story.
I was watching
for sometimes like
I was watching
that's Stephen King.
I was watching an interview with Stephen King. I'm talking to George R.R. Martin, and George R.R. Martin's like, how do you bust out books like they're fucking nothing? He's like. So what do you do? Stephen King's like, well, I do 6 pages a day, every day, no matter what. 7 days a week, I'll always type down and just put them out. And George R. Martin goes...
Did he go, what?
He's like, wait, why would you do that, you fucking lunatic?
What type of answer is that?
That explains a lot, actually, you crazy psychopath.
So George R. Martin goes, so you don't, like, type words on the... I'll be writing the page and I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. This is garbage. He deletes it. He goes, I am a fucking worthless piece of shit. He gets rid of it. Writes it again. I am a fucking loser. And he just stares at the sentence and just be stuck on it. He goes, no, I write it all out and I just send it out. He goes, no. And then the top comments were like...
That's a true writer.
And then the top comments were like, what are you doing outside of your cave? Get back in there and write that book, Martin.
You have to finish Game of Thrones right now.
Back in your cave. You finish it now before you die.
But
he does... Okay,
he does have backups. He has a backup plan.
Who is the big thing right now? Stephen King or George R. Martin?
I get it, but who ruled the 80s and 90s?
Stephen King ruled the 80s and 90s, but that's when people were boring.
No.
But no, I was gonna say George R.
You had goosebumps.
That's R.L. Stein.
It's like a 50-50 chance that we get that book before he dies, but like I guess he has a whole bunch of backups. Like he's told
I don't give a shit.
Like, how it ends,
you know they're releasing stuff well after he dies. Robert B. Parker still does that. The author of the Wyatt and Earl. They were an old series of like really good detective novels, and they keep releasing stuff after he died. Very.
Oh well, I mean for like the game, like because Game of Thrones is going, because like Game of Thrones is going to end.
I'm saying they're gonna do that well after.
Oh yeah, but I mean like for this book, like the ending book.
Yeah,
you could have used a way.
The series is ending.
Yeah, the story is ending. The story is going to end.
There's a way better example though, like Tolkien. Like the Lord of the Rings will never stop being wrote, and he died years and years and years ago.
They're gonna write
his skeleton is rolling in his grave for what the hell Shadows of Mordor is.
Shadows of Mordor was okay.
Also though, have you seen
the sequel? Is that the sequel? Which one's the sequel?
Shadows of War.
Shadows of War.
Yeah.
That is a fucking bonkers.
Yeah, I heard it was.
There's some bonker. There's stand powers in that game.
Have you ever seen? I honestly believe we just put empty pages in front of Stephen Colbert and he writes it. That guy knows more than I've ever seen anyone know about Lord of the Rings. It is disgusting how much he knows about it.
You see him test.
Stephen Colbert then pulls off his mask and it's actually J.R.R. Tolkien.
Absolutely.
It's not coming to memory right now, but he had somebody on the show where he was talking about
he's the guy from James Franco.
It was James Franco. Yeah. He's like, so what do you think of like the current state of the Third Age? And he's like, that guy's like,
what type of Third Age? Like this?
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
or that? Or you mean this? Or do you mean this and this?
The King of the Elves, Elrond, now, or back in his ancestors?
Well, if you look in the Summer Island where he's talking about this,
he delved into like deepest lore, like as deep as you can possibly go.
Disgusting.
I was gonna say off of the Third Age. Did you guys ever play that JRPG of the Lord of the Rings called The Third Age?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, that game was so fun.
Ever.
Might have.
It's you play through a side story and then you go through all the connecting big set pieces and all that.
Beautiful game.
It was great. But the one weird thing is that it was co-op. You can play a turn-based JRPG co-op.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Online or LAN?
LAN. So like it's on the PlayStation 2. So you just plug it.
Yeah.
And so like it was really weird because like you only got co-op once you got the second partner, and then every other character you controlled. So like the first knight character, player 1 controls, and the elven healer, second player.
Huh.
The ranger.
It sounds like Gauntlet.
No, the first guy was a ranger, wasn't he?
No, it was knight, elf, ranger, dwarf. I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Who would not want to be the dwarf?
I think player 2 got
it. Because you get the woman. Was she the elven healer who does all the water attacks?
That's the elf.
That game was fucking awesome.
It was great.
You guys straight up right now, human, elf, or dwarf?
Elf.
Dwarf.
You can't use magic in some.
Well, I'm burly as fuck.
Well, that might be Stephen Colbert too. He's like, well, who wants to be humans? Like, he's like, they weren't actually humans. And he's
I know.
Yeah, and he's like, they weren't actually humans. They were these, and then they got transformed to these, so they turned to these. They weren't actually humans yet.
Separate reserve. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
But like, who wants to be a human?
Because human gets done.
Because like in every fantasy
I'm already
universe,
human, and it fucking sucks. Well, I don't want to do this.
But human's kind of cool because elves is like, we should do that. Let's wait like 500 years before we really think about it.
It depends. Like elves kind of change via like settings.
After like thousands of years.
No. I'm just saying like different fantasy settings. Like elves can change.
Elves and shit, yeah.
So elves can change, but humans in every fantasy setting are always the fucking asshole.
Let's get those resources, baby.
They're always mortal. They're always hungry. They're always smelly all the time.
Somehow,
but they're like,
get that boar.
But like. But the humans are always like the biggest assholes in every fantasy universe.
That's my kind of person. I love being the asshole in every game. If I can be villain, I will be villain.
Really?
Every single time.
I can't do it.
Who wants to be the good guy?
I'm altruistic, man. Always.
No, I'll fucking when I played the Fable when I was
Witcher right now. I'm a good doobie.
When I played Fable, I was probably like 10 when it came out.
Yeah, you ruined it.
My idea was I killed everyone in the town, and then you can when you kill all the kids and the people in the town, you can rent out their houses. So I rent out the entire town and just use that as like a giant. And if they couldn't pay me, I'd kill them. And rent it else.
I always go good side first.
Yeah,
boring. I always do evil.
No, I always go good, and then I do a second playthrough where I'm evil.
No,
but first playthrough is always good.
But like when you're playing in like an RPG, don't you like I can just lockpick that and steal and get these like.
Oh yeah,
from a bad guy.
No.
Never from a good person.
Always a good guy.
I get guilty.
I don't.
No, I never can.
Wait, are we talking about like Fallout type RPGs? Because I'll steal whatever the fuck, but I'll still be the good guy.
No, my favorite thing, do you remember Skyrim? We just like you go in the shop, put a bucket over there, woo, free reign.
You're like we're raking it
Get in here.
Take off the bucket. So I'd like to shop.
What do you think about buying your own things?
Was it a video of like your money or your life, scum? And he's like, all right, here's 100 rupees.
Gold.
I don't know if I know. Here's 100 gold. And he's like, you're one of the smart ones. You got off lucky. Crouch, pickpocket, take 100 gold. Take it. It's no use to me anyhow. That's so funny.
See, what I really like from videos of Skyrim is that one video where the guy, it's like Skyrim in real life or whatever the fuck. He goes, "Hello, traveler,"
and then there's Morrowind
or whatever the fuck, and he just walks through a whole bunch of chairs to go sit down in a chair.
That is to this day one of the most well-made videos I have ever seen. He quotes it perfectly. His movement is spot on because he's taking these set linear steps, but he's moving through like a dozen chairs, and he goes. As he slowly walks through it, and then like sits down in his hands, he like throws up his hands and like sits right down on his lap
perfectly.
And then like you attack him, he's like,
Yeah. I think it's my favorite Elder Scrolls video. So back to Gamescom and the Sunken City.
You're bringing it way back.
That was like yesterday. Dude.
The Sunken City, not great. The dialogue, because there are some scenes where they can walk around and investigate things. Deadpan from the guy. It just the guy doesn't sound interesting at all.
Boring.
So that cut out. We got some views of Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice, the new FromSoft game.
Yeah. The samurai one.
Yeah, the crazy one. So there's a lot more verticality movement than you probably would think.
I saw that because I saw a grappling hook and was immediately interested.
You have a grappling hook, and there seems to be like a free like running type thing where you can climb walls and get like assassination kills, kind of like in Assassin's Creed.
I was gonna say that is prime because there's going to be a lot of big boss fights, and I guarantee what's in that is mounting the big bosses.
Maybe it's like Shadow of the Colossus. That'd be sweet.
Or like Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
Monster Hunter is a pretty cool game. I bought Monster Hunter recently.
Dragon's Dogma did it first.
Dragon's Dogma was. I don't even want to talk about it. That game fucking makes me mad.
Let's give this giant open world, but make it so you can't fast travel unless you buy these like, super expensive things. Fuck you.
Dragon's Dogma was made by Capcom.
Yeah.
Same people who make Monster Hunter. Yep. So what Dragon's Dogma was made for...
The 20 different classes signify that.
What Dragon Dogma was made for, it was to try to trick the West into liking Monster Hunter.
Honestly, probably.
It was.
I would
and then it didn't sell very well. Like it's a cult classic, and like some people really like it. I really like it, and then there are some like you, Tyler, who don't like it at all.
I don't like it either.
I can understand why you don't. Like, I can totally understand why.
I mean, there's glaring flaws, but if you accept them, I'm sure it's a fine game.
It's really fun, I think so.
The classes were awesome.
No, I think the worst class in the game.
Archmage, Warrior, Ranger, Magician, fucking whatever. I was like, I really dig that sort of customization. That's why I like Monster Hunter, because you have 14 different weapons.
Yeah, that's why.
And that's just 9, the weapons. Yeah. And then you have like a dozen class specifications or type specifications between each.
But that's what Dragon's Dogma was made for. And then Capcom just decided to release Monster Hunter over here. And they're like, oh, the West just likes Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
So guess what? We're probably never going to get another Dragon's Dogma game, which is kind of sad.
I'm okay with it.
Do you know what I didn't like about Dragon's Dogma is the method of killing... Let me rephrase that. Let me back that up. Killing anything is a chore.
Absolutely.
So... what I like about Monster Hunter is and I'll expand on that a little bit. Monster Hunter is cool because you enter this open world just like Dragon's Dogma. You have access to a limited but large amount of space, just like Monster Hunter. And I meant to say just like Monster Hunter the first time. I think I said just like Dragon's Dogma. I could be wrong. At any rate, you have access to all this stuff. And one of the first things I did when I made a little bit of progress in Monster Hunter was get to the big castle, the hub, and go outside and meet some bandits. And I found those bandits, and they're like, your money or your life. And I was like, fuck you, you're lame. So I took, I wanted to kick the bandits' ass. But what I didn't know was that I had to do the the like 17 hit combo because I played a rogue that was really fat.
Ow.
And he was hilarious because he was super agile and nimble, but he was like 350 pounds. So I was spinning around doing the same thing, doing the big 180 spin over and over at 17 hit combo 20 times on one guy. And dude, I'll be fucking damned if that isn't the same thing for every boss fight where you climb on and you do 1 damage by pressing X over and over again.
Yeah, to break it.
Over and over again.
You gotta break that. You gotta break the arming, and then.
Why? Monster Hunter has that. It takes a long time to hunt the animals and kill them, but it feels like you're on this primal hunt.
Because you're on a huge quest to kill that giant dragon.
Exactly, because it means something. And now you're just like, as long as I get on the monster, all I have to do is press X the whole time. And I know that's not exactly the same. Dragon's Dogma is a game about hunting huge monsters as well, but there's little stuff in the way. The little stuff in Monster Hunter, 3 or 4 hits, you kill it. The little stuff in Dragon's Dogma is like a whole ordeal to get through. It doesn't it adds false difficulty. It doesn't add actual gameplay.
That is one flaw I would totally agree with.
Thank you. Doesn't add actual gameplay mechanics. It just adds time between you and the objective to fill the space while you figure out how you play the game. And I think it has more potential in that. It had more potential in that. I don't think that it had to. Wow, this is a fucking crazy rant. It's like a tirade. I don't hate the game. Okay. I don't hate the game by any means. I think
I hate
class system. Oh no, I hate that. Yeah. I think the class system is fun.
It was really cool and interesting.
Class system amazing.
That's the one that I picked.
I think the combat needs so much work to make the lore worth fighting for.
I was gonna say that's understandable because the human, like the thieves and all those other little animals,
right, the various and sundry enemies,
they can be really annoying to fight, but when you get to like, I don't know if you ever fought the griffin or even,
I think I got around to it.
Yeah, the griffin's really fun to fight because you actually have to like shoot it down,
and there's a lot of taking off parts.
Yeah, you get the fighting the giant.
If you like griffin fighting, play Witcher 3. You know what I'm saying? It's a great game.
Hey, well, we don't get that's no contest. That's a good argument,
but like then you have the giant cyclopses, which are really fun to fight.
I did fight one of those too.
Yeah, it can take forever.
Like I said, I got kind of far into the game. I experienced a couple of big boss fights, but I didn't find them any different from taking down the strenuous small boss fights.
The little guys, awful.
It's
big
like,
boss fights, I think the big guys I found really fun.
They were fun
to fight.
because they took time and you could tell that what you were doing made a difference. Another thing I like about Monster Hunter, breaking off various parts, weakening it visually and in terms of its abilities.
Yeah.
So that makes total sense. The rest of the game was really hard to get through.
Can we talk about something like? Can we talk about how impressive it is that Dark Souls made it as a great game? Because if they messed up even that percentage-wise, they would have tanked so goddamn hard. That would have been
the worst game ever. Because you know why? It's overly Japanese. It doesn't appeal to Western audiences at all.
It does not.
Not even
because
a little
it's
bit.
Strictly numbers and stats. You look at that game and the way you played it the first time, actually. And this sounds ludicrous, but I'm going to take a raw claymore and beat the whole game. That doesn't make any fucking sense to anybody except
who actually plays the game.
That doesn't play the game. It only makes sense to people who play the game. But that game is all stats. The game is fundamentally sound.
It's a min-maxing to the max.
You guys make fun of me. You cannot fault my thinking. He's weak to this. He's weak to that. I don't care. He's strong to this. He's strong to that.
Sword hurt.
What if I just get raw power
right in the middle? Right in the middle.
You know what he's not weak to? You know what I mean? You know what he's not strong to? Getting fucking hit with this giant claymore.
How about you're not weak?
You're not strong. Everyone dies by it.
Yeah.
I really wish there was like one boss fight in Dark Souls 1 that was like immune to.
Oh, it is. It's Gwen at the end. He's so
you just parry him.
No, I don't parry. I hit with the claymore.
Immune to straight physical damage?
Yeah.
I was going to say Seath to magic because I built a melee mage.
He kicked my fucking ass.
Well, I'd already beaten... Morty! We're fucking gay here on Slightly More Milk. I had beaten the game already, and I was doing another run with melee mage, magic,
I remember.
and dex. Took me 5 hours to beat Seath.
Yeah.
Straight. Couldn't do it.
My second time going against Seath, way harder than the first, and I don't understand why.
Same.
It's like... Ooh. The first, can we talk about though how we thought Dark Souls was hard, and you're like, wow, this is a really hard game.
And
then you go up against the guy with double machetes. You're like, no, this is really fucking hard. Like that guy was the biggest wall of walls in my life.
For you too.
Yeah,
I thought it was everyone. I thought he was Smough.
Oh, the Capra Demon.
Yeah, Capra Demon was my wall.
Yeah, well, it's a wall for everybody because it depends.
that was my big wall.
Those fucking dogs.
Not Ornstein and Smough. Not Ornstein and Smough.
I was gonna say.
No, that was my
that boss
wall,
can, if you run that boss fight 100 times, it'll be different
completely unpredictable.
Because of the fucking dogs.
Can we talk about how
the dogs like spawn in a different spot?
They should have put him at the top of Sven's Fortress, not that stupid Iron Giant who's so easy.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
You went through this giant fortress of like the most interesting traps and enemies, and like this is the coolest place ever. And a giant robot thingy, that's what you're really gonna throw up against me?
I mean, it makes sense.
I can hit him in the ankle and he'll fall over. And
it makes sense because all the demons have the hollow basically. All the demons rule the hollow.
Lore-wise, it makes sense, but he's saying difficulty-wise.
Oh, yeah.
Can we be honest, though? The first time we played Dark Souls, we didn't know shit about the lore. We just saw big boys and we killed them.
Oh, I dig that lore so hard.
After, but I'm saying the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, even aesthetically-wise. Yeah. Because it's like this big...
At the fortress.
Yeah.
The gold, the iron golem.
That was the worst thing of Dark Souls 3. Here's another big guy in armor.
Right.
That's also Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, also Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, but you got electric this time.
There's still...
Shut the fuck up.
Like 90% of Dark Souls 2 bosses are just dudes in armor.
I like Dark Souls 2 the most because I was never challenged. It was so heartbreak.
You played it when it was broken.
Do y'all want to talk about something that's not Dark Souls 2?
Yes.
Dark Souls 3?
Dark Souls 3. So Dark Souls 3 is great. I've been playing... Actually, I want to share a story with you specifically because I already told Tyler. But recently, I was hanging out with my friends and so I used to make music back in the day. It was
I love that shit.
Yeah, Tyler's leaving. I used to make music on SoundCloud back in the day. I used to do a lot of mashup music. So I showed my friend. I sent her a link to a song that I made that was on Bandcamp.
Okay.
And I just sent it to her, not saying it was me. I was like, "Yo, peep this. What do you think?" And she gets back to me after a while, and she's like, "I'm sorry, my ears fell off." And I was like, "Oh fuck, SoundCloud or Bandcamp, it's really loud." I was like, "Yeah, it is pretty loud. Like it starts out loud, but what'd you think?" She's like, "No, it was horrible." And I if you listen to this, I'm not gonna say your name, but if you listen to this, it's fine. I'm not mad. I am not hurt. This is just fucking hilarious, but I am totally relishing in your embarrassment because what?
I was gonna say, so you didn't send her the Slark mashup that you did?
No. This is an actual mashup that I tried on. I can't remember, but I sent it to her, and she's like, "Yeah, this is fucking trash." And she, and I feel like I'm not trying to like hurt her feelings because she might listen to it, but she was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry you like this. That you don't know what good music is. Like this is the worst thing ever."
Is this who I'm thinking is, or is it someone else?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And I was like, should I tell her? Like, I don't know, should I tell her? I was like, all right, yeah, I made this, and dude.
Oh, backtrack.
I feel so bad, but it was so fucking funny because I sent her my own music that I made, and I'm not super attached to it by any means anymore because I don't care about it really. It was just kind of a thing that I did back in the day. Yeah. And I sent her, she was like, "This is terrible," and I've never really had someone say, "This is the worst thing I've ever heard." So it's, again, it's not hurtful. I don't care, but like, it's just so embarrassing. See, totally relishing in her embarrassment because if I was a more sensitive person, I would have been really upset about it. Mm. But at this point, this is what I deserve: is to bathe in this.
Have I heard that song before?
Yeah.
I feel I liked every song you made.
And you know what? That's kind of thing a lot of people have too, or maybe they were just being really nice and they.
No, I'm not nice.
I know you're not. And you would have told me if it was trash. So most people have told me that my music is. It's okay. Yeah, like it's all right.
It mixes
like,
well.
It's something that I made, but like I've never like shown people the music and didn't tell them that I do it. Like, yo, peep this guy. He lives around me. He's pretty good. He makes his own stuff. I didn't do that, but I've never like prefaced it with no knowledge of that was me. And she's like, yeah, this is fucking awful.
That's funny that you did that though. It is funny.
I know it.
Oh my god.
No, that's funny.
No, it's funny that you did that. That's actually hilarious.
I'm sure she feels bad about it. And she's been beating herself up about it. I really don't care. I'm really not hurt. It's actually wicked funny.
Oh, he's really hurt.
There's a tear in his eye right
now.
Yeah,
he's crying.
I'm bawling. You can't see it because this is an audio program. I am crying.
I would love to get a camera in here sometime.
Yeah, you want to do
a board game cast.
Pretty soon.
When we reach 100 subscribers, they've already agreed we're doing a Peppercast.
Pepper cast.
We take a pepper and you go. That'd be so fucking good.
So Hot Pepper Gaming already did that.
Okay, so we can't do it. Hot Pepper Gaming's dead.
Hot Pepper Gaming's dead. I just really don't want to do that. I just don't.
You're pussy, dude.
I eat a ghost pepper.
Okay, well, it'll be a jalapeno.
I eat a fucking ghost
It's
pepper.
It's a jalapeno. It's not that bad.
Yeah, so you know what? In all seriousness, this shouldn't even measure up to the ghost pepper. But
no, it won't. It literally won't.
We'll just eat the jalapeno and be like,
if we get the jalapenos from Donnie's down the road,
yeah,
they're like sweet peppers. They're not spicy at all. Ryan and I got Ryan, I hope you remember this if you listen. We got a pack of them and dared each other to eat them, and we were like young high schoolers, and we're like, "Yo, dude, eat this whole fucking thing."
Back in man science.
Yeah, back in man science. It's like, I bet you won't eat this, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna do it." And he takes a bite of it, and he's like, "Wait, did we get the right peppers?"
That was a bell pepper.
Yeah, we checked the list. It says jalapeno peppers. We checked the shape. It's a jalapeno pepper. I ate one. It's like the sweetest and most delicious pepper I've ever had. It was awesome. It was smoky, delicious, but it wasn't spicy. No, totally fine.
Really?
Yeah, it was delicious. Is this song time?
Is it? How long has it been?
About an hour.
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to wrap up with what else was
Gamescom?
shown? Yeah.
Please.
Okay, so I'll just list off what was shown. DMC5 was the biggest thing there. They actually showed off.
Big old cranky.
No, like it was the big game.
Oh really?
The big old cranky guy.
It sure wasn't the Spyro Master. It was pretty cool.
Shut the fuck up.
So that got shown. It showed a whole bunch of gameplay. It looks really good. They showed off more Resident Evil 2 remake gameplay. That I'm super excited for in January.
What about the medieval remake?
Oh, the medieval.
Can you imagine?
He is just now more skeleton.
They're actually making a medieval remake?
No.
Oh, they're
Wasn't that cool?
That was a great game.
Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, that was good, right? I'm sorry I lied to you.
How dare you?
I can't remember if it was actually shown at Gamescom, but they did show off a little bit of the Spyro remake, the remasters of Spyro, and they showed off Allura and Cheetah's redesigns. You know the two from.
I am listening.
Did you ever play Spyro?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, bump that shit.
Edit that out.
So
we're gonna get copyrighted.
No. They showed off the two.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
They showed off the two characters from Spyro 2.
Cool.
And then there was the Call of Cthulhu game.
Call of Cthulhu. They showed out the Call of Cthulhu.
What's up, boy?
I think they showed off.
Hilarious.
That's fucking funny. All right, this podcast is devolving.
They did show off a little bit more Battlefield 5. It looks really good. How many
prosthetic limbs?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
We already took that path.
I didn't watch it. All I just saw was screenshots, and the colors look really good. They seem more high contrast and like
I don't know if that's even something to be said about Frostbite Entertainment, because they've always had stunning backgrounds. Even Battlefield 3 days, like the couple of winter maps are really like visually appealing.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing that I got out of it. It looks good. It looks really good. Yeah, it pops instead of like all other war games where it's like kind of grimy.
Yeah, what if we did brown and gray?
Dude, maybe.
It's never been done before.
And that's kind of the big ones.
We got the report from the field.
A bit more Spider-Man was shown off. This new Spider-Man game for PlayStation. That one looks...
the one with Spider-Man Generations? Is that a movie or is that a game? Because I saw a trailer.
Generations is a movie.
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
The animated movie. That looks really good.
Yeah, that looks really good. Miles Morales is in it, which is surprising.
Yes. Yeah, I want to see that.
But yeah, no, the Sony Spider-Man game that's coming out, that's exclusive for PS4.
Coming out very soon, isn't it?
Coming out the 9th, actually.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and it looks really good, actually.
I can't wait to play it.
Hopefully, that swinging is good. And that was kind of...
Honestly, isn't that what anybody hopes for in a Spider-Man game? Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 3, or PlayStation 2 back in the way. Yes, thank you. Yes. PlayStation 2?
Yes.
Fucking terrible game. Like,
the gameplay is not
terrible,
great.
But how good does
it
feel to swing? To swing by one rope at a time. It's so good.
Especially with the Pizza Time music in the background.
And you know what it did? You weren't limited to the skybox.
You were limited...
excuse me. you were limited to the buildings. Yeah. You couldn't use the skybox. You had to swing on a building. That was awesome.
Which gives you a different angle.
So you actually had to,
so good.
You had to use strategy to find and go after people.
Or as the Spider-Man, Peeker Parker.
Peeker
Parker, right? You had to use the buildings to your advantage to swing. Good.
But and the combat seems more like an Arkham game, which I'm totally fine with because the Arkham games are really fun to
heavy
play.
Though. Spider-Man always strikes me as a light game.
Oh well, that's what it kind of seems like from the trailers. But you see him jumping around and countering people. It looks really good.
Cool.
All right, so
music time.
Yep.
What'd you just play for us?
Yeah. What did you serenade us with?
I'm not doing that one. Did you ever do Pink and White or no?
No.
Pink and White.
Pink and White.
Pink and White.
Pink and White. Get Pink and White. No, Pink and White by Frank Ocean. It's a really good song. I'm not explaining myself, Dick. Don't even fucking ask me to explain it. It's good.
You beat me to it.
But what do you like about it?
This week, I'm going to recommend Khalil Gibran or Gibran. I can't remember. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Khalil Gibran was a poet back in the fucking 60s or 70s, give or take. But the song is Khalil Gibran by Starfucker. That's spelled STRFKR. I'm sure you know who they are.
Always best band.
Yeah, no. Well, I've heard some other stuff by them, and I don't know if they can. But anyhow, really good. It's a very ethereal mix. It's like you were talking about last week, that not lo-fi hip hop quite, but not quite 24/7 lo-fi hip hop beats to chill, relax.
Isn't it funny how lo-fi is like a bad word?
Yeah. That's why.
Like you say, this new band, the lo-fi.
SoundCloud rapper, fucking spare me.
Okay, all I want to know is how many face tattoos.
That's our number one recommended YouTube video, right? Lo-fi hip hop chill.
Everywhere.
Lo-fi chill hip hop beats to study / relax, do 24/7, something like that.
Yeah,
anyhow, good song. Really, really cool beat in not a lo-fi sense of the word, but in like an indie sense of the word. Very good. But look that up. It's a weird spelling.
Okay. I was gonna say you should just write that in the email when you send me.
Sure.
Because I'll just write in Star Killer or whatever.
Starfucker.
Starfucker.
Star Killer. Can you not put your Star Wars in this
Star Hacker?
And I'll be like, I think that was the song, but
I'll find it.
I'm going to recommend What's Her Name by Green Day because I don't listen to any new music. So.
Yeah. So do you do Spotify Discover Weekly?
I don't have Spotify as of right now.
I don't know how your plans on being a student panned out, but
no.
Yeah, at any rate, student Spotify is half off. Spotify is $10 a month.
Yeah, no.
I have that.
Oh yeah.
You know you get Showtime now.
This
with Hulu,
podcast
right?
is not sponsored by Spotify.
Like, you know you get Showtime with Hulu now too, right?
What does that have to do for music?
If you get the college one, I'm just letting you know.
I'm not in college.
So you don't have the college Spotify anymore?
No.
They check you every month to see if you're.
You have to supply the college that you're going to in order to get that discount.
Yeah, I did that once and I never had to do it again.
Pretty sure I'm still paying $10 a month. At any rate, worth it because my list recently has Spotify pay me for this, by the way, but list has been fucking cash. I've been found so much good stuff recently.
I'm sure. Just I cut off my Spotify subscription when I left my old job,
okay.
So I was like, I don't need that, and
gotcha.
So I'll just listen to.
But What's Her Name by Green Day? I mean, what a song.
All of Green Day. Can you complain, really?
All of Dookie, too. Oh.
I think you can complain a lot about Green Day.
Wait, quick. Favorite Green Day album?
I don't like Green Day.
Really?
All right, fuck it, we're done.
I think they're the emo Nickelback.
Why?
I've never really liked
this is a topic we'll have to explore.
I think the first
episode.
album was genius. Anyone could see that. Like, it was really good. But then I think after that, like 21 Guns and like when they started.
Oh yeah, well nobody likes 21 Guns.
Like the whole.
You realize
album?
that 21 Guns is like really far down the road, right?
Yeah,
like everybody liked American Idiot before.
They sold.
Uno
and Revelation Radio, the newest album that they put out.
Apparently, it's okay.
That album's actually really good.
Yeah, but I'm one of those kind of douchebags that like, their beginner albums were way better than their older albums.
That's not wrong to say.
Yeah, it's just you don't feel like a douchebag when you say that, though?
I think you're thinking of the good albums and being like, those are the only good albums.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
But Good music.
Can we all belch on 3? Can we all synchronize belch?
I used mine. Oh wait. Okay.
One, two,
it's fine. Derek's gonna edit all this out before.
It's all gone. All right, I have a tummy ache. End.